I didn't watch Star Wars as a kid because I was out getting money and bitches. But I would have started watching much earlier had I known about the really interesting costuming. I've been researching Padme cosplays and I found some very surprising ties between African cultures and the sci-fi series. I know there's already been a lot of discussion about the Asian cultural appropriation in the Star Wars universe, but I haven't seen that much discourse about the franchise's interactions with Africa. Not only did I find out that Tatooine is actually filmed and set in Tunisia and inspired by Tunisia, or that the Jawas for some reason speak a modified, sped up version of Zulu, but there's also this headdress look worn by Senator Amidala in Attack of the Clones. You've probably seen references or nods to this style in things like Black is King and Black Panther. And from what I've been able to understand, it's Congolese in origin, specifically tracing to the Mangbetu tribe. Y'all can catch me from that pronunciation. Though, going back to the Black Panther thing, that I think is much closer to what you would see in Zulu headdress. And the difference between these sort of two looks is that the Mangbetu would achieve this look through skull elongation, which they did at birth, and then they would weave braids almost like a basket around the head in these really intricate and very technically like difficult styles. And it's absolutely beautiful the more you look at it. And I just always find it really interesting to see like standards of beauty or beauty ideals outside of the Western gaze, because it's just so interesting what body modification looks like all over the world. But also what's interesting is that its practice would become outlawed by the Belgians during their very, very brutal colonization. And I think it does add to that conversation that everyone does have, that for some reason when people want to make something alien and exotic and foreign to your mostly Western and American audiences, it's always done through cherry picking aesthetics from Asia, Africa, and indigenous cultures, which is kind of interesting because you're especially doing this for an audience that for some unknowable reason cannot stand Black characters. Personally, I'm just going to, for now, be in awe of the style and do some more research. And I don't really have anything that's actually interesting to contribute to the appropriation conversation. Maybe you do, let me know. But I just thought this was really interesting. And yeah, I'd also love to know if anyone has seen any other sort of instances of African culture or aesthetics in Star Wars.